In a world full of chaos and uncertainty, discover an ancient philosophy that can help you find inner peace and resilience. Stoicism, a school of thought developed over 2,000 years ago, holds powerful lessons for modern times. Imagine being able to weather any storm with grace, let go of what you can't control, and focus on what truly matters. In this video, we'll explore 10 lessons from Stoicism that will help you keep calm and centered in the midst of chaos, inspired by the wisdom of the philosopher King Marcus Aurelius. Join us as we delve into the timeless teachings of Stoicism and learn how to cultivate a mindset of strength and serenity. So let's get started. Lesson 1. Embrace what you can control. In life, many things happen that we cannot change, like the weather, other people's actions, or past events. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions. By embracing this idea, we find inner peace and strength. Instead of worrying about things we cannot influence, we put our energy into improving ourselves and our responses. This mindset helps us stay calm and composed, even in tough times. Remember, we have the power to choose our attitude and how we respond to life's challenges. This simple shift in focus can transform our lives, making us more resilient and content. When we focus on what we can control, we avoid unnecessary stress and anxiety. We accept that some things are beyond our power, and that's okay. This acceptance frees us from the burden of trying to manage everything. We learn to let go of what we cannot change and take charge of what we can, our thoughts, actions, and emotions. By doing this, we become more effective and confident. Embracing what we can control also means setting realistic goals and taking small, meaningful steps towards them. We don't waste time wishing things were different. Instead, we work with what we have. This proactive approach helps us make the most of every situation. We develop a positive attitude, seeing opportunities rather than obstacles. In relationships, focusing on what we can control improves our interactions with others. We can't control how others behave, but we can control how we respond. By being patient, understanding, and respectful, we build stronger, healthier relationships. This principle also applies to our work and personal lives. We focus on doing our best, regardless of external circumstances. Overall, embracing what we can control is a powerful way to live. It brings clarity, reduces stress, and empowers us to handle whatever life throws our way. By practicing this Stoic principle, we cultivate a calm, focused, and resilient mindset that serves us well in all aspects of life. Lesson 2. The power of acceptance. The power of acceptance is a central idea in Stoicism, teaching us to face life as it is, not as we wish it to be. Life is full of ups and downs, and many things are beyond our control. When we accept this reality, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and disappointment. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means recognizing what we cannot change and focusing our energy on what we can. By accepting the present moment, we can deal with challenges more calmly and effectively. Instead of resisting or denying difficulties, we face them head-on with a clear mind. This approach helps us to stay grounded and focused, making better decisions in the face of adversity. We learn to adapt and find solutions rather than getting stuck in frustration or despair. Acceptance also involves letting go of the past. We often carry regrets or grievances that weigh us down. By accepting what has already happened, we can move forward without being held back by negative emotions. This doesn't mean forgetting or ignoring the past, but understanding that we cannot change it. We can learn from it and use those lessons to improve our future. In our daily lives, practicing acceptance helps us build better relationships. We understand that we cannot control others, and we stop trying to change them. Instead, we accept them as they are, with all their flaws and strengths. This creates a more peaceful and harmonious environment, reducing conflicts and fostering mutual respect. Acceptance also extends to ourselves. We acknowledge our own imperfections and limitations without harsh judgment. This self-compassion allows us to grow and improve without being paralyzed by self-criticism. We become more resilient, knowing that making mistakes is part of the human experience. Ultimately, the power of acceptance is about living in harmony with reality. It brings a sense of peace and clarity, helping us navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. By embracing acceptance, we find strength in what is, rather than wasting energy on what isn't. This Stoic principle guides us towards a more fulfilling and balanced life. Lesson 3. Practice mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness is a key aspect of Stoicism, encouraging us to be fully present in each moment. Mindfulness means paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. By doing this, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. This awareness helps us make better choices and respond more wisely to life's challenges. In our busy lives, it's easy to get caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. Mindfulness brings us back to the present, where we have the power to act. When we focus on the here and now, we reduce stress and anxiety. We learn to appreciate the small moments and find joy in simple things. Stoicism teaches us to observe our thoughts and emotions without being controlled by them. Instead of reacting impulsively, we pause and reflect. This practice helps us manage our responses and stay calm, even in difficult situations. By being mindful, we can see things more clearly and avoid making decisions based on fleeting emotions. Mindfulness also involves being aware of our actions and their impact. We consider how our behavior affects others and strive to act with kindness and integrity. This conscious approach to living leads to more meaningful and harmonious relationships. We become more empathetic and understanding, fostering a sense of connection with those around us. Incorporating mindfulness into our daily routines can be simple. We can start by taking a few moments each day to breathe deeply and focus on the present. Whether it's during a walk, while eating, or before going to bed, these moments of mindfulness can make a big difference. Over time, this practice becomes a natural part of our lives, enhancing our overall well-being. Mindfulness also helps us stay aligned with our values. By regularly reflecting on what truly matters to us, we ensure that our actions are in line with our principles. This alignment brings a sense of purpose and fulfillment as we live in accordance with our true selves. Ultimately, practicing mindfulness enriches our lives in many ways. It brings clarity, reduces stress, and fosters a deeper connection with ourselves and others. By embracing mindfulness, we cultivate a Stoic mindset that helps us navigate life with grace, wisdom, and resilience. Lesson 4. Cultivate resilience. Cultivating resilience is a vital principle in Stoicism, teaching us to remain strong and steady in the face of adversity. Life is full of challenges, and resilience helps us bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward. Resilience means developing inner strength and perseverance so we can handle whatever comes our way with grace and courage. Stoicism encourages us to see obstacles as opportunities for growth. Instead of being discouraged by difficulties, we use them as chances to learn and improve. This mindset helps us stay positive and proactive, even when things don't go as planned. By viewing challenges as stepping stones, we build confidence and resilience over time. One way to cultivate resilience is by focusing on what we can control. We cannot change external events, but we can control our reactions to them. By taking charge of our thoughts and actions, we become more empowered and less affected by external circumstances. This focus helps us stay calm and clear-headed, making better decisions under pressure. Resilience also involves practicing self-discipline. By setting goals and sticking to them, even when it's tough, we develop mental toughness. This discipline helps us stay on track and not give up when faced with obstacles. It's about pushing ourselves to keep going, even when the going gets tough. Another important aspect of resilience is maintaining a sense of perspective. Stoicism teaches us to look at the bigger picture and not get overwhelmed by temporary problems. By keeping things in perspective, we avoid unnecessary stress and remain focused on our long-term goals. Building resilience also means taking care of our physical and mental well-being. Regular exercise, healthy eating, and sufficient rest all contribute to our overall strength and resilience. Taking time for relaxation and reflection helps us recharge and stay balanced. In our relationships, resilience helps us handle conflicts and misunderstandings with patience and understanding. We learn to communicate effectively and resolve issues calmly without letting emotions take over. This strengthens our connections and builds mutual respect. Ultimately, cultivating resilience allows us to face life's challenges with a strong, determined spirit. It gives us the ability to adapt, recover, and grow stronger from our experiences. By embracing resilience, we embody a key Stoic principle that empowers us to live with courage, wisdom, and unwavering resolve. Lesson 5. Choose your response. Choosing your response is a fundamental idea in Stoicism, teaching us that while we cannot control what happens to us, we can always control how we respond. Life is unpredictable and often throws challenges our way, but we have the power to decide our reactions. This ability to choose our response helps us maintain inner peace and act wisely, regardless of external circumstances. Stoicism encourages us to pause and reflect before reacting. When faced with a difficult situation, taking a moment to consider our response helps us avoid impulsive actions driven by anger or fear. By choosing a thoughtful response, we can handle situations more calmly and effectively. This practice of mindful reaction allows us to stay composed and make better decisions. Our responses shape our experiences and relationships. By responding with patience, kindness, and understanding, we create a more positive environment around us. Even in conflicts, choosing a calm and respectful response can diffuse tension and lead to constructive outcomes. This approach helps us build stronger, healthier relationships. Choosing our response also means taking responsibility for our emotions and actions. Instead of blaming others or external events for our feelings, we acknowledge that we have control over how we respond. This sense of responsibility empowers us to make changes and improve our lives. We stop being victims of circumstances and become active participants in shaping our own experiences. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own behavior rather than trying to control others. We cannot change how others act, but we can choose how we respond to them. By focusing on our own responses, we reduce frustration and cultivate a sense of inner control. This shift in focus helps us remain steady and grounded, no matter what happens around us. In daily life, choosing our response can be as simple as taking a deep breath before speaking, practicing gratitude, or reframing negative thoughts. These small actions can have a big impact on our overall well-being. By consistently choosing positive and constructive responses, we develop a resilient and empowered mindset. Ultimately, choosing our response is about exercising our inner freedom. It allows us to live in alignment with our values and principles, regardless of external circumstances. This Stoic practice helps us navigate life with greater wisdom, resilience, and inner peace. By embracing the power to choose our response, we take control of our own happiness and well-being. Lesson 6. Limit excessive desires. Limiting excessive desires is a key teaching in Stoicism, emphasizing the importance of contentment and simplicity. In a world that constantly encourages us to want more, Stoicism reminds us that true happiness comes from appreciating what we have, rather than endlessly chasing what we don't. By controlling our desires, we find peace and satisfaction in the present moment. Excessive desires can lead to constant dissatisfaction and stress. When we always want more money, more possessions, more status, we never feel truly content. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our needs rather than our wants. By distinguishing between the two, we can simplify our lives and reduce unnecessary stress. One way to limit desires is by practicing gratitude. Taking time to appreciate what we already have helps us realize that we have enough. This mindset shift from scarcity to abundance brings a sense of fulfillment and joy. We start to value the simple pleasures in life and become less dependent on external things for our happiness. Another Stoic practice is reflecting on the impermanence of material things. Wealth, possessions, and even social status are temporary and can be lost at any time. By understanding this, we become less attached to them and more focused on what truly matters: our character, relationships, and inner peace. Stoicism also encourages us to live according to nature, which means living simply and in harmony with our surroundings. This doesn't mean rejecting all material comforts, but rather finding balance and avoiding excess. By prioritizing what is essential and meaningful, we lead a more purposeful and contented life. Limiting excessive desires also helps us build resilience. When we are not constantly seeking more, we are less affected by external changes and disappointments. We become more self-sufficient and less reliant on external validation. This inner strength allows us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and confidence. In relationships, controlling our desires helps us appreciate and respect others for who they are, rather than for what they can provide us. We build more genuine connections based on mutual respect and understanding, rather than material gain. Ultimately, limiting excessive desires frees us from the endless cycle of wanting and needing. It allows us to focus on what truly matters and find contentment in the present. By embracing this Stoic principle, we cultivate a more peaceful, balanced, and fulfilling life. Lesson 7. Be virtuous. Being virtuous is at the heart of Stoicism, teaching us to live according to high moral standards and principles. For the Stoics, virtue is the greatest good, and it means striving to be the best version of ourselves. This involves practicing qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control in our daily lives. Wisdom is about making good decisions based on reason and understanding. It involves thinking things through and learning from our experiences. By seeking knowledge and truth, we make wiser choices that benefit ourselves and others. Courage is the ability to face difficulties with bravery and strength. It's not about the absence of fear, but about acting rightly despite fear. Courage helps us stand up for what is right, even when it's hard or unpopular. It allows us to take risks for the greater good and to remain steadfast in our principles. Justice is about treating others fairly and with respect. It means acting with integrity and ensuring that our actions are just and honorable. By being just, we contribute to a more harmonious and equitable society. We build trust and respect in our relationships by doing what is fair and right. Self-control is the ability to manage our impulses and desires. It helps us stay disciplined and focused on our goals. By practicing self-control, we avoid harmful behaviors and make choices that align with our values. It allows us to remain calm and composed, even in challenging situations. Being virtuous also means living in harmony with others and the world around us. It's about showing kindness, compassion, and understanding. By acting virtuously, we create positive impacts and inspire others to do the same. Stoicism teaches that virtue is within our control. We cannot control external events, but we can control our actions and attitudes. By focusing on being virtuous, we take responsibility for our behavior and strive to improve ourselves continually. Living a virtuous life brings a deep sense of fulfillment and peace. It aligns us with our true nature and purpose. By being virtuous, we find meaning and happiness, regardless of external circumstances. This Stoic principle guides us to lead a life of integrity, purpose, and inner strength. In summary, being virtuous means practicing wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. It's about striving to be the best version of ourselves and making positive contributions to the world. By embracing virtue, we cultivate a fulfilling and meaningful life. Lesson 8. Understand the transitory nature of life. Understanding the transitory nature of life is a fundamental teaching in Stoicism, reminding us that everything in life, including joy, sorrow, success, and failure, is temporary. This perspective encourages us to appreciate the present moment and not become overly attached to things that are fleeting. Stoics believe in the concept of memento mori, which means remember you must die. This idea urges us to reflect on our mortality and live each day with purpose and awareness. By acknowledging the impermanence of life, we gain a deeper appreciation for the time we have and prioritize what truly matters. When we understand that everything is temporary, we become more resilient in the face of challenges. Difficulties and setbacks are seen as passing phases rather than insurmountable obstacles. This mindset helps us endure hardships with patience and grace, knowing that tough times will eventually pass. Embracing the transitory nature of life also fosters gratitude for the present moment. We learn to cherish experiences, relationships, and opportunities while they are here. This gratitude enriches our lives and enhances our sense of fulfillment. Stoicism teaches us not to cling to material possessions or external achievements. While these things can bring temporary happiness, true contentment comes from within. By focusing on our inner values and virtues, we cultivate lasting peace and happiness that are not dependent on external circumstances. In relationships, understanding the transient nature of life encourages us to cherish our loved ones and treat them with kindness and respect. We recognize that time spent together is precious, and we make the most of it by creating meaningful connections. Ultimately, embracing the transitory nature of life helps us live more mindfully and authentically. It encourages us to let go of worries about the future and regrets about the past. Instead, we focus on the present moment and make choices that align with our values and bring us closer to our goals. By practicing this Stoic principle, we cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience that enables us to navigate life's ups and downs with wisdom and equanimity. Understanding the impermanence of life allows us to live more fully and appreciate each day as it comes. Lesson 9. The value of gratitude. The value of gratitude is central to Stoicism, teaching us to appreciate and acknowledge the good things in our lives, no matter how small. Stoics believe that cultivating gratitude leads to greater happiness and inner peace. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, we shift our perspective to one of abundance and contentment. Gratitude helps us recognize the blessings in our lives, from basic necessities like food and shelter to the love and support of friends and family. By acknowledging these blessings, we develop a positive outlook and a greater sense of fulfillment. Stoicism encourages us to practice gratitude even in challenging times. Instead of dwelling on difficulties or setbacks, we look for lessons and opportunities for growth. This mindset shift helps us stay resilient and hopeful, even when facing adversity. Gratitude also fosters stronger relationships. When we express appreciation for others, whether through words or actions, we strengthen our bonds and create a supportive community. By showing gratitude, we inspire kindness and generosity in others, creating a cycle of positivity. Practicing gratitude is a simple yet powerful way to improve our mental and emotional well-being. It reduces stress and anxiety, promotes optimism, and enhances our overall resilience. By focusing on the present moment and being thankful for what we have, we cultivate a sense of peace and acceptance. In daily life, we can cultivate gratitude by keeping a gratitude journal, where we write down things we are thankful for each day. We can also express gratitude verbally to those around us, letting them know how much we appreciate their presence and actions. Ultimately, the value of gratitude lies in its ability to enrich our lives and deepen our connections with others. By embracing this Stoic principle, we cultivate a more positive and fulfilling way of living. Gratitude helps us find joy in the ordinary moments and appreciate the beauty of life, enhancing our overall well-being and happiness. Lesson 10. Keep learning and growing. In Stoicism, the journey of learning and growth is lifelong and essential for personal development. It encourages us to continuously seek knowledge, expand our understanding, and improve ourselves in various aspects of life. Learning in Stoicism begins with self-awareness and reflection. By understanding our strengths, weaknesses, and values, we can identify areas for growth and strive to become better individuals. This self-reflection helps us make informed decisions and navigate life's challenges with wisdom. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of learning from every experience, whether positive or negative. Each situation offers valuable lessons that contribute to our personal growth. By adopting a curious and open mindset, we can extract insights and evolve as individuals. Growth in Stoicism also involves cultivating virtues such as courage, justice, wisdom, and self-control. These qualities enable us to navigate life's complexities with integrity and resilience. By practicing virtues, we develop a strong moral character and contribute positively to society. Continuous learning and growth in Stoicism extend beyond intellectual pursuits to include emotional and spiritual development. It encourages us to cultivate inner peace, resilience, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. By nurturing these aspects, we enhance our overall well-being and fulfillment. Stoics believe that learning and growth are ongoing processes that enrich our lives and deepen our understanding of the world. By embracing these principles, we commit to lifelong personal development and contribute meaningfully to our communities. Remember, the wisdom of Stoicism offers timeless guidance in keeping calm amidst life's challenges. By practicing these principles, embracing what we can control, choosing our responses wisely, and nurturing gratitude, we cultivate inner strength and resilience. Let us embody these teachings not just in times of hardship, but in our daily lives, forging a path towards a more balanced and fulfilling existence. Join me in exploring further the profound insights of Stoicism as we continue to learn and grow together. Thank you for watching, and may these Stoic lessons inspire you to lead a life of wisdom, courage, and tranquility. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Thanks for watching.